Hello there everyone and welcome back guys. So in this video guys I will be deep cleaning my new Mazda 2. I bought this car a couple of weeks ago and it is my new daily runner. So we're gonna start off with the wheels, and they are quite contaminated with brake dust. I think the previous owner has moved the front wheels to the back, and as you can see there's quite a bit of brake dust. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to use an iron remover from Autoglym. I won't remove everything at once, everything in this single detailing session, but I will probably remove around 80% of the bonded brake dust. And what I'm doing here, I'm pre-washing the wheels first. We'll build Hamber Touchless just to get a majority of the gunk out. The car isn't dirty at all. I just got it picked up the other day and they did wash the car. However, the wheels are quite contaminated, especially the inner barrel. So what we're going to do first thing as well, we're going to blast the wheel arches. These are the areas that are missed by a lot of car washes, and basically there's a few areas where the dirt gets trapped, and I try to blast them out with the pressure washer. You can use a garden hose here, which would probably be better. And my goal is to make sure that the water coming off is clear, so there's no dirt. And I also use my hand to make sure everything is nice and clean behind the wheel arch. It's mainly this area that has trapped dirt in it. And what I'm doing here, because the dealership probably put a lot of tire dressing on the tires, I'm going to go through the tire several times with the APC, meaning that I will put the APC on the tire, then I'm going to scrub it and then rinse it off and scrub it again. And I'm going to apply Autoglym's wheel cleaner with iron remover in it. Very strong cleaner. It's pretty similar to Bilt Hamber Auto Wheel. And we're going to work it in with the inner wheel brush. As you can see here, this one is from Halford's. As I said before, we'll remove about 80% of the dirt, and I will also use the iron remover again in my next cleaning session. Just can't do it everything at once. And as well, I have to work quick because there's direct sunlight, and you can't let the iron remover to dry on, otherwise it will stain. So this is how the wheels came out, and to be honest with you, they're not too bad. There is still some contamination left on the rear of the wheels. Um, I will touch it up in my next wash, but for now, 80% of it is gone. The wheels look much better, and they look quite presentable. So the next step will be to foam the car. However, because the surface of the paint is quite hot, I'm going to cool it down with just water, and then we're gonna snow foam the car. I'm gonna add a little bit more iron remover just to get more of the iron off, and foam on top of it so the chemical has more time to dwell. Now, even though this car is quite clean, I still want to foam it because there's a lot of nooks and crannies where there is some dirt trapped in, and I want Bilt Hamber Touchless to attack that dirt first to make the contact wash with the brushes and the mitt a bit easier. So now I'm gonna wait for the foam to dwell, but I won't let it dry, especially in this direct sunlight. So I'm gonna prep my soap bucket, and next stage will be to pressure wash the car, and after that we're gonna do some brush work on all the intricate areas, window seals, grills, door handles, and etc. I'm using Garage Therapy Zero Decon, and I'm gonna use the clay mitt together with wash mitt. After I use the wash mitt, go around the panels, I'm gonna follow it up with the clay mitt. And also I'm using a 60-degree widespread angle on the pressure washer. It's very delicate on the paint, just enough to knock off all the grit and get all the foam off the surface. On the bottom half of the windows, there is like water calcium deposit. There's quite a thick layer of it that's probably been accumulated throughout the years. This brush and chemical won't remove that. You might need something heavier, but I've tried other chemicals. It didn't really work, so I will probably need to polish the bottom half just to get that mineral deposit off. And I'm also using this brush that I bought from Helfrich. It's quite stiff. For these kind of jobs, like when the car hasn't been detailed, I really need a little bit of a more pointier brush. Because if you use like the delicate detailing brush, it just won't cut it. The paint needs polishing anyway, so I'm not really bothered about swirling it up. But this brush is relatively delicate. It's just not as soft as it could be with the other ball brushes that you get, but it's good enough to do the job, and it's also sturdy enough to get into all the tight edges and agitate the dirt. And also because I'm working in direct sunlight, I try to keep the paint wet because I don't want the water to dry, especially in direct sunlight. We want to avoid all those nasty water spots. So now I'm gonna foam the car once again, but this time it's the Zero Decon car soap. I want to make sure that all the, like specifically the intricate areas and the water channels are not clogged, so I add a little bit more soap. Usually I would just go with a bucket of soap on wet paint, but in this case, because I haven't detailed the car before, I would just add that extra layer of soap to soak in. And as you can see, I'm using the chenille microfiber wash mitt, followed up by a clay mitt. Again, the soap has a degreasing effect. Well, not a degreasing effect. It literally degreases the paint. It strips it off any old waxes. And this car had some form of wax applied to it. The paint isn't that bad. It's not contaminated, but I just wanted to make sure everything is off and the paint is degreased. And now as soon as I start pressure washing the car, the water behavior on the surface of the panes, it's pretty much flat. There's no water being go on. That's what I want, because it shows you that there's no older waxes on the surface. So now I'm going to apply Polar Seal, and this way of waxing the car is top one for me. If I had to go with one wax for the rest of my life, this would be it. Not particularly Polar Seal, but these types of waxes, these snow foam waxes, because the coverage, first of all, is insane. You cover every nook and cranny of your car. It gets everywhere. Inner barrel of the wheel arches, all the water channels in your car, windows, plastic trim. It protects everything. It gets everywhere. Ease of use literally takes 5 minutes to apply. No, you can't beat that with any other wax on the market, or I mean any other type of wax. So this is essential. This is crucial for me to use, and I'm willing to use this all over and over again. So now I'm going to just dry the vehicle. First I use a towel, then I use a leaf blower for all the intricate areas, and we're pretty much done here for now. This is just the first detail of the car. I get to clean the car and see what defects I have, what contamination I have that I haven't removed with a clay mitt. And this is just the first step of this car's detailing journey. There will be a lot more videos to come, engine bay cleans, polishing videos, interior cleaning, conditioning videos with this particular vehicle. So this is just the first step, but yes, the car is kind of swirled up a little bit, but I still think it looks quite good after performing this detail. And I'm quite happy with the results, but this car still has a lot of work to do. So thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video.